him, little man, I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You ain't ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family ting, straight family ting.
National audience. It's the Cowboys going up against the Monarchs.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the London Monarchs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a solid run down inside the 30. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go! 3-19! Now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Over! Set! Leopard! Here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
Hackenberg looks to throw it. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. Puffed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
On the move to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37. 319! Defense showing blitz. This is Coleman. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another tackle for loss from the interior of that D-line. He had 4 of those last week, partner. And
what you can glean just from the statistics, even if you don't watch the tape, is that he is what we call a one-gap player. I mean, that's all he has responsibility for, which means they want him to get upfield, penetrate to the backfield, make plays. When you're a 2-gap defensive tackle, you've got cover up.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3.
Easy. Reset. Hey, easy. 319.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
All right. Hey, 50.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hackenberg. Under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. Nick Perry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Ooh, with a juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A big play that time on the catch and run. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Throw left side complete. It's Willis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
319.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown.
First and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you
Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Hackenberg on first down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Out
Out of the gun, Hackenberg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hackenberg on second down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. The 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. first down throw for Hackenberg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guy...
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Coleman. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. They will run again with Coleman. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the...
Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll toss it to Coleman. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw, Hackenberg. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Coleman, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's an end around with Perriman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second down, Hackenberg. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Now Hackenberg. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On play action, Rodgers being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Watch it now, Barney!
Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Hackenberg now to throw on first. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Set! Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney! No, check! Patriot!
On second down, here's Hackenberg. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, Hackenberg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. From the gun, Hackenberg. And almost is picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Play action now. Hackenberg. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. They work their way. Interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On play action, now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Fresh set of downs here. They'll throw again. Hackenberg. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Here we go now. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Hackenberg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen
in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To the air again, Hackenberg. And he's got his target. That's more. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4th down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Hackenberg on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And now back out comes the offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Some strong running at the 20. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They give him a gain of 38. Coleman now. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
319. 630. Check. Line left.
It's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They got 29 yards there. And that'll give them a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Rodgers now on first down. His throw incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Rodgers now to throw. He can't get him down. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Rodgers now on third and goal. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Randy Gregory in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Hackenberg on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action, it's Hackenberg. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Hackenberg found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now a play fake here on first down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Hackenberg on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Willis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The swing pass caught, and he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy.
And it's caught. Touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. In motion left is Perriman. Play fake. Hackenberg. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 10th carry now for Elliott. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Jack, Patriot! All right, now, look at 56. Look at
Hackenberg now to throw on first. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd down, Hackenberg. He's going to air one out. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, Hackenberg. And he comes back with one complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, Hackenberg. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brashad Perriman, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Now Rodgers. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A first down throw for Hackenberg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Hackenberg. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. In motion right is Robinson. Desperation time. Hackenberg on 4th. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And here now the offense heading back out there. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College. Of course.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turnovers.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got room. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, Hackenberg. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Rodgers throwing here. Under pressure, they got him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So the D-line's going to spread out. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Fighting through pressure. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. And that seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 8 yards to go here on second down. In motion right is Robinson.
Check 4. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Hackenberg. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Detroit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,
counting up the bills with my dominant hand. Yo, choose up. Take this, appreciate it. This too. If I tear up the rim shot. hoping that I take a knee. Yes, I be open to that shrimp life. This is how we live, this is how we exist. Love the kicks and we love the hits. All in the house and I'm wrecking. If I sleep, I'm off record. I'm in my own world, throw the money up and make my own weather. Mommy playing, tether on leather. Money talk, it's a lecture. 80 pointers dance on me, it's electric. Don't hate, I'm still unaffected. Chipper on my shoulder, I move undetected. She said pop the question got deflected. Man, that made my boy, then my brethren. Let's cut to the chase. It's only on the house when we in the place. My used to lava boys got it up in some flames. Stirring up the cup with my wrist souffle. Shaka Zulu chains with my name engraved. I told you on swing, don't say my name in vain. We bring it to your door like, you rang? Spending all the money, then we watch it boomerang. With the Fendi belt, angry face like, put some gold on my fingers, neck, and shoestrings. Long time no see, that's what they say when they see me, man. I've been going crazy just to stay sane. Hey, your girl went missing, who's to blame? Young whippersnapper with a range. Pause, then I went to range. Call that hottie on my stage. Long week, but a great day. So it got me like sage. And on me, you should get a raise. On me, yeah, you can hate.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, going dance to it. Basic.